Hi, this is Mark with Right Line Trading. It is 127.15, second trading day of the week, and this is the last week in the month of January. We had a really, really wonderful day today, and a very, very choppy day, probably due to the snow in New York and the fact that it's closed down. This is a very choppy market, but we got our 3 and out. We made really nice money today. Now, let's take a look at the ES market first. Now let's take a look at the open. 930. Just nothing here. Yellow modified 15. Move to the downside on a yellow modified 15. Now this move to the upside came with negative bias. So we know that the higher time frames actually have all support to be broken to the upside. We're not going to chase this up. And we really had no signal to do so. Then we had all this chop. Now here is a signal that came with negative bias, with down bias. We're not going to take it long. Our anticipation was a break to the downside, and actually we got a beautiful break right here, and I missed it. That should have been a really, really nice short. It came with bias. Our entry would have been here. I can't really see the bottom of this candle. It looks like it would have gone 2.5 points. But what I did was, after the break, I got the retracement. Whoops. And that went down for 5 ticks. Our target's 4. We were cleaned out everybody, and we had ourselves a nice win. I mean, we really had 2 here, and it would have taken us out of the market a little bit earlier. But we're done. It's only 10:24 right now. So here's how the market did afterwards. Now, I wouldn't have taken this break without bias. And you can see how the market just reversed. It did push down, but the anticipation, we just don't have any anticipation right here without bias. And that's where we are. Now, here is a potentially nice move to the downside, right here. We have the move down. We have the retracement. Let's see if this is a successful trade. Let's try it. There's 1. There's 2 ticks. Now you see it's having problems with this low pivot. And I might close this trade now, because what happened was this pivot turned it around. It challenged the pivot, never made it through. And that's why on the ES especially, we really respect these pivots. And it really did try to squeeze past that pivot. Oops. On the Russell, there really wasn't anything. $9.30, the Russell opened here. See it chopping around. Again, this break of the 50 with bias, 15 down, 50. It's yellow, it's not a problem. This is a trade that should have been taken. I missed this trade. It was another beautiful trade. Now, one of the traders in the room pointed this trade out to me, but this is on a yellow modified 15, which I do not trade. And this was a signal way, way off the modified 15. This is just a move up we couldn't catch. Just like I do believe this was a missed call to the downside. And I wouldn't be surprised if this came at exactly the same time that the ES trade came. But just nothing nothing else. Now this was a tough trade. This is not a break. two-thirds candle. This would have to be the entry right here. Now this entry. Now I know there was an aggressive trader in the room who took this trade, and he did really well with it. I mean, it would have gone 14 for us, but it had no bias. I mean, he trades the 15s as they cross the 50, and they're really nice signals. I can't deny it because I see many of his trades win. But without bias, I'm not going to take those breaks. If I get a break like this with bias, I'm going to take it. Then we had news at 10. Now we're done with the market. And the auto trader took this trade right here. We watched it actually in the room. And the trade took out the first target and then came right back. So it made $100 on the trade. Now here's that 15 cross 50 signal again without bias. And if you took it, you'd be in here. And it would have gotten you to a first target. Would have worked. That's it. So we really didn't have a trade on the Russell. We had 5 ticks on the ES, nothing on the Russell. Then we had some nice trades here. And this was a little bit aggressive because this trade was way off the modified 15. But because I had bias, order flow, and momentum with me on the trade, I took this move down, retracement, and I took a little liberty with the trade because we had a 15 heading down hard. We had bias to the downside. We had order flow and momentum with us on the trade, and the trade wound up pushing down 13 ticks. And then we had the retracement and the continuation short, and it just pushed down 5. I hate those 5-tick trades. Not everybody gets out, but our stop goes to, let me rescale because it did go 5. But our stop goes to +1, and with that +1, nobody could take a loser on that trade. There's the +5. Now this was a potential stop out. I didn't take it. It didn't have order flow and momentum with it. It was a multi-candle retracement. Move to the upside. Retracement. I just got run over. Would have been a stop out. This one worked, but these are very, very risky trades. And that was it. So I'm going to go over the other markets. We had 3 trades and 3 winners. Crude +5, +13. ES +5, net ticks for 23, net equity $650. The auto trader had 1 trade and 1 winner for +5, and it made $100. Now I don't know anyone who can, or any trading room that can do that. We're up $1,000, so almost $1,000 in 2 trading days. Now I'm going to show you gold. I'm trying to watch 6 markets at the same time, so in this retrospective review, it's easy, but I do have missed trades. Now, this was a tough call, and I didn't miss it right here, but it was right into a pivot, but it broke right through it. And then we did get the move down. Oops. And there's a retracement right into the modified 15, and that was a nice move up. Now I don't believe that this was overbought. It wasn't. This is a beautiful move to the upside. I just didn't see it at 9.55. No, we might have been done, but I'm not. But this is just a great trade. See how the C candle on a yellow 15? Well, it actually worked. Let's just take it from the start here. Now, through here, there's nothing. This is a move up on a yellow modified 15. A lot of chop. This is a C candle on a yellow 15. We could not take it. And then these were the nice moves right here. This is into a pivot, but here's the gold trade right here. And you see how there are no fake outs. There's no way if you traded conservatively you could have possibly taken a loser. Now we had a great trade on bonds yesterday, but today nothing. Now the trades that came early this morning, right here, before the room opened. This was a $600 trade, the way we have the ATM at 8:31 this morning, this long. There's the break. There's the retracement. Here's the move up. Huge trade on bonds. Just nothing at all in the time that we were trading the room. And let's take a look at notes. Notes also tremendous trades, but early. The move up. There's a bond. Yeah, notes. I'm sorry. These are $300 trades. Now this entry would not have stopped you out, and you would have gotten this move to the upside, $300. But nothing in the afternoon. Nothing in our trading session to trade, which was a shame. The market with that kind of strength. I mean, when people, when traders really, I mean, the S&P opened way down. When the S&P opens down, where do people put their money? They put their money in bonds and notes. So bonds and notes are nicely inversely correlated with the S&P and with the market overall. As bonds and notes got weaker, the S&P got stronger. But as you can see here, the ES is not doing well today. It's starting to make another move to the downside, and it looks very, very weak. And let's see how gold is crude's doing pretty well. It's holding at 45. So again, 3 trades, 3 winners. Crude +5, +13, ES +5, net +23, net equity 650. Auto Trader 1 winner for $100. We're doing really, really well. And I encourage everyone to come in for a free trial. We're the only ones who do these videos every day. Show our entries, show our rationale, show our strategy, and show our net equity. So sign up for a free trial to our live trading room. Go to www.rightlinetrading.com. There you will find a link to our daily net equity in the trading room, our daily net equity for the Auto Trader, a link for the free trial, a contact us page there. You can email us directly at info@rightlinetrading.com, and you can call us. We're here all day at 1-855-765-6681. And I can tell you, if you look at these websites that from these software sellers who really sell you junk, you'll see that their telephone numbers are all starting to disappear. There are no phone numbers there. They're just contact us pages. And sometimes they contact you back, and sometimes they don't. We are always on the other end of the phone. So we really look forward to having you come into the room and see how we do. So listen, everyone, have a wonderful afternoon. Stay safe. I know it's snowing in a lot of parts of the Northeast. Be really careful if you're out on the roads, even walking. Stay inside today and enjoy the day off if you have one. I look forward to seeing you in the trading room tomorrow. Take care.